Greetings and welcome to another Smashing Pistons video, and we are back here again at Great British Car Journey because it is the iDriver Classics meet today. So you might be able to see back there somewhere. I can't remember, but back there. Steph's there with a little stall set up, which typically it's just started to rain as well. So that's a bit of a tray annoying, but we'll have a look at what's here. And we shall see where we go from there. So one of the first things that's caught my eye is this Celica. Now I do like this shape Celica. Steve, Mr. Blacklines, has one in the same model, I think, and I believe his does have a spoiler on the back as well. I do prefer them without that spoiler on the back, but that shape is a very nice shape. I do like them, and those wheels set them off quite well as well. Again, it's another silver colour. Silvery grey cars seem to be a thing these days. But yeah, it's a well designed car, nice shape to it, and it looks dynamic. It looks like it's going quick, even when it's not going quick at all. I did say the other day when we were at the JDM meet that JDM cars seems to be more acceptable to modifying and put stickers and different headlinings and stuff in JDM stuff. So I may one day find myself the owner of a JDM car. Although I have had a bit of an idea of what to do with the bike. Actually, I might get some graphics for the side of that, which might make it look a bit more interesting, and take the green stripes off. Stay tuned. Got one of these nice little things here, Nissan Figaro. I believe they're micro-based. And again, maybe it's the same one that we saw the other day, but one of my workmates, Sade's got one. And they are dead cute. I can see why people like them. They've got character to them. It's probably the same one I had on a different video. And then over here, obviously, we've got Tom from Tom's Drives. Rover 75 that seems to have given him some jip recently, but it's a nice model, nice Serpent alloys on it. It's got the early bullet mirrors, but it's not got the black sills. Projector headlights, nice looking thing. I believe it's also got a working blind that goes up and down, which is always what you need. Now I'll show you this car in a second, but this guy here is just going to tell you a little bit about this MGB GT here and tell you what colour it is. And
it's a black one.
Yeah.
It's had a natural gas conversion to
Has it? Natural gas?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's
Yeah.
had a conversion. No, it's alright. I think I saw the guy yesterday actually in Derbyshire coming the other way.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a conversion. It's a V-Reg. It's 1980.
Okay.
Like that. It's been converted to chrome bumpers.
I say it's a rubber bumper converted to chrome bumpers.
Not to my taste, but that's what
I
they
like,
want to do. It's what they
I
do.
like that. What about that overtaking mirror? What's that business?
Yeah, I want one of them. Why you should want two, I don't know.
No, I don't like.
But well, it's only
But yours has got,
hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Saves drilling a wing.
So here we are. This is vermilion, I believe this colour is. But to me, this is the nicest colour they do GTs in. And this one, I really do like this. I would go for a rubber bumpered conversion in that colour. And I do like that overtaking mirror. I think that's an interesting touch on there.
My guess, and it is a guess, is it had new door skins on it.
Yeah.
Not one such a
Yeah, I'd say you're right there. The stance is right as well. It's not too high. It's the right stance for a chrome bumpered one. So it's not too low. It's the right height. And it's got a nice tailpipe on it as well. So yeah, I like that. It's a nice little thing. I don't think I'd have that mirror on it, but that's just my personal choice. Now here we've got one of them fake fake Rovers. This is
Yeah, I know somebody with one of them.
this is one of them Rovers that it should have been a Rover Lotus 200, but someone's done. What if they'd have done a BRM version instead of
Well,
Lotus?
they only did one, didn't they?
Yeah. So obviously it's a BRM. It's even got the BRM registration number on it. But you can see there's definite design features that I've carried over onto Gen Z that I've tried to mirror. Pardon the pun, but I've done the mirror's body colour. That's the BRM badge.
Oh, right.
And then these bits are sparkle silver and the wheels are sparkle silver, whereas I've done dark bits on everything else, and obviously a yellow front on there. But I'll just show you the interior because it's a dull enough day that you might be able to see inside. So obviously it's the same. Oh, let's try it from the other side. Is that better? Not really. So you can see these red BRM seats in there.
Yeah.
The steering wheel's got red leather bits round it.
It's got nice waterproof glass as well.
It has. The centre console with a gear surround. That's the BRM one, which is different. The handbrake covers are different as well. But more importantly, the door, the dashboard and the door cards and these trim bits here are all a darker grey than on Gen Z. But it's only when I actually look at a proper BRM that I think actually I've not done a bad job at replicating something of a similar elk or an elk or an elk ilk. I've not seen that grill badge before. I'll show you that in a second. I've not seen that badge before. I'm not sure if that's a genuine thing. I don't think it is. But that registration number is definitely a good thing to have on a BRM. Or a Terminator. Or both. So here we are with a lovely Sierra interior, and it's just that dated, that era of stuff. It's just a glorious place to be. I love that kind of thing. We'll have a quick look round. Let's make sure it doesn't get wet. Jelly mould. Yes. Jelly mould. Even the wheel trims are very of that era, aren't they? Very smoothed off. That typical Sierra front where it's kind of streamlined. We'll have a quick look round down the side of it as well, and I'll point out some interesting design features that I'd completely forgotten Sierras had. So, for example, the door mirrors. Look how they're fastened on there. That's a really interesting design feature, and I never remember seeing them like that before. We've already done that, but we'll have a look at it from this side. So another view of the dashboard.
For the time, that.
Yeah. Do you remember the days when they had rubber gaiters on the handbrakes as well? Very nice things. I say that colour that is the colour that old cars should be. Even if they weren't that colour when they were new, as soon as they get to a certain age they should just go beige and that's it.
Always look like it's like a primer colour.
Primer colour. Yeah. The colour of primer. Look, Matt's there.
There was sandy beige.
You can't miss me. It's on my head.
What do you think to this car, Matt?
I think it's very nice. It's a Sierra. I like a Sierra.
Which bit do you like about Sierras?
The fact that the rear wheel drive,
Yeah.
very much lively and fun. That one looks like it would be great fun because they're very tiny tyres. No, they're comfy too.
What did you just say?
It's got 4 whole speeds
Wow.
inside it.
4 whole speeds.
Yeah, not 3.5.
No.
No.
How many speeds is your car got?
One, very slow.
How many speeds has your car got?
It hasn't got any at present because it's sat at home.
See, your car is pretty much the modern equivalent to that.
My car?
Yeah.
Which car?
Your Ford car.
You think so?
Well, yeah.
Apart from mine's front-wheel drive
But this
and
that's what I'm saying.
automatic, it's rear-wheel drive with 4 whole speeds. behind
But
it.
what I said is the modern equivalent.
You could
not-
buy speeds as an extra.
So I said the modern equivalent, not the same as that, but more modern.
It's very similar but totally different.
It's
you
not.
know.
It's the modern
Yeah.
equivalent.
Drive everywhere in reverse and it's rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
This is very true, Matt. Matt has just made a good point that if you drive backwards, then it's front wheel drive.
Exactly, yeah. You might always get out of parking
Never really
spaces,
looked
then.
at it like that. But driving backwards, you reduce to just one speed.
All right. Well, them two have gone bonkers, obviously. So yeah, just a nice looking car, and definitely a usable retro classic. This beautiful example, and we're not talking about Matt. We're talking about this Escort here.
In one car.
Oh, hang on, viewers.
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane?
One car I wish I bought off Richard Borrow was one of these. You used to have a black one.
Here, talk to that. The one car you wish you'd bought off Richard
Talking
Borrow.
to this mouse. The one car, a friend of mine, Richard Borrow, used to have one of these.
Yeah.
It was a black one. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And every time, he always bought new cars, and every time
Yeah.
he changed his car, he asked me if I wanted to buy it off him.
Okay.
And this is a one car regret. Well, two cars actually. This one. What was the other one? Roller GT. Do you remember that? Do you ever see that?
I didn't see it. I think it was a black one.
No, it was a red one.
Okay, no, I didn't ever see it. But yeah, I do know what they are, and I would have one of them.
Right. But yeah, it was a beautiful car. You had a Ford Orion, I think it was before that. That was like Escort with a boot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was never impressed with that, but this one, it were a pearler.
Very nice. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
As I was saying.
This has also got waterproof glass in it.
Has it? That's a new thing apparently. We've got to check for waterproof glass. But yes, it's an Escort. It's got quad lights on the front. I don't see any RS decals anywhere. So does that mean it's an S1600? So on Revelites it says RS on there. Oh, it's an RS 2000. I thought they would have had decals here, but perhaps that was just the Mexico ones. But yes, very nice looking little thing. See if we can see inside on this one. Oh, just about. The sun's too bright. We need to be inside to see inside cars. But rest assured, it looks very genuine. And yeah, what a lovely yellow colour. Just really pops, even in this mildly depressing, dull, rainy day. It's a kind of colour that brings happiness to the world just by existing. Very nice.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the Hall of Shame. I
We've got
wish
a little Porsche here, and I quite like these. They've see if you can see it in there. Nice little half soft top. So you've got the ability to have open top motoring if you want. But they've got a nice simple classic Porsche lines. Definitely a nice little place to be.
I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way?
So, young man,
Yes.
you seems to be
Yes, young lady.
you seems to be knowledgeable about all things cars.
Oh, this is another one with waterproof glass.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a Riley RM.
RM.
RM
Okay.
Romeo Mem.
And what's that stand for?
I don't know.
Brilliant. Thank
And,
you for that.
Probably Riley.
Thank you for that useful information there. So this is a Riley RM for monkeys. Maybe what it means rabid monkeys. It's the Riley rabid monkeys, and that's why it's so.
Steel chassis, separate body, ash frame is what.
The frame's called ash. I don't know why.
Well, it's a wood, isn't it?
It would be. It would be called ash. Why would it be called ash?
That's his name, Ashley.
Ashley the frame.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Steel frame, separate chassis. Steel separate chassis.
Has it got a steel? Has it got a steel frame?
Ash wood frame.
Has it got a steel frame?
Yes.
Has it got a separate chassis?
I don't think so.
Oh, controversial.
It's got one half separate. The other half is fixed.
So what year would this be?
Probably early 50s.
Early 50s. Okay. And what kind of what sort of? Hang on a second. I'll turn the camera around. So there we go. So as a car, what sort of class would it be? What sort of
Class?
Like if you were comparing it to modern stuff, you've got Kia.
Riley's are always luxury sports.
Luxury sports. So would you say like Mercedes?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Let's see if it's got waterproof glass. Yes, it does have waterproof glass. But yeah, what a lovely looking thing. They've got lovely lines to them. I like the suicide doors. Oh, and I didn't expect that. I thought the back end would be less sculptured than that. I thought it would just be a small bubble down, but no, very, very nicely sculptured looking thing. The top looks quite low. It does look sporty. It reminds me of the cars from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, that kind of thing. You could imagine it having some sort of super turbine engine underneath and massive dragster wheels on it. But it ain't, because it's a Riley Rabid Monkey version with a chassis called Ash. Hang on.
1947.
This car's 1947.
My year of birth.
Okay. So, I've got a question for you. You'll have to follow me though. Come here.
No, it's not.
So, is that rose taupe?
No, it's not rose taupe.
Is that rose taupe?
No, that's not rose taupe either.
Is that rose taupe?
No, that's more rose taupe than that is.
What if you combined that one and that one? Would that be rose taupe?
I'm afraid.
Okay.
No.
A 0 count on the rose taupe. This isn't rose taupe either. I thought that said Stepford on the side of it then. What's it say? E-hybrid. You can tell I've not got my glasses on, can't you? E-hybrid. That's what they'd say. So here we've got something a bit special. I believe this is a Hyundai. Oh, what's the model name? Oof. Oh, there's a channel there, mostly about driving. So go and give them a follow. Lantra, a Hyundai Lantra. Oh, now I'm stuck. So there we go. What a lovely looking slice of history that is. And the kind of history when I remember seeing these fairly newish, I wouldn't have ever dreamed that you'd see these at a classic car event or even a retro car event, because they were just cars. They weren't anything special about them. They were just a car, an everyday car for people. But yeah, nowadays you look at them and you think, what lovely styling they had. Now this is a precious little thing, and it looks like in extraordinary condition. It's not a bathtub, contrary to popular belief, and it's got a full tonneau cover, so My dad will go bonkers for that, but yeah, is it an A30, A35? I can never tell these apart, but yeah, soft top version. How delightful and how charming. And again, another colour that's very of its time. So this is Gaz on a Trike's standard 10. He's not got a trike on top this time. He's got 2 racers instead. But yeah, we've seen this one before. It's lovely little runabout. Very characterful. And yeah, just a nice little machine, really. Very lovable.
How much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing.
So Wrenching Wench has turned up. I can't remember her first name, so I do apologise. But yeah, if you're not already a subscriber to Wrenching Wench, you should definitely jump on there. And this is her white Scirocco, which is a lovely colour. I never really thought white cars were that nice, but that really suits it. And I do like them wheels. And it looks a lot lower and a lot wider than I remember those being. Let's look at that profile. Sporty Volkswagen. It's got Sporty Volkswagen written all over it. Very good. Do you want to be on camera?
I don't mind. Yeah.
Okay. So we have Simon Easton's lovely Triumph Dolomite. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Pleased to be here. We made it in the end after a little minor breakdown near home, but managed to end up laying in the rain repairing the starter. So.
Which is always a classic car thing. Laying in water seems to be something that happens all the time. Even with that thing, I'm laying in water. But yeah, how long have you had this lovely Triumph?
About a year, yeah. Done various bits and pieces on it, but trying to smarten it up.
Yeah.
I've had all the interior out, all the woodwork out, re-veneered the woodwork.
Oh.
Done some jobs on the engine. I put a new brake servo in, sorted out issues with the electrics, painted various bits and pieces. Just recently had to change the crankshaft pulley at the front because it was leaking oil out the front.
That sounds like a task.
Yes, yeah. Well, fortunately, there's a chap who specialises in these who lives nearby.
Okay.
And he happened to have another one on the shelf. So, because when I took it out, I thought, oh, it just needs an oil seal change.
Yeah.
And I got it out and it had a sort of groove cut in it.
Okay.
So it would have just leaked if I'd put it back.
Yeah.
And he had one on the shelf, so that was good. I managed to get a replacement for about £20 and put it back in.
Very good.
But we had a good journey here, about 110 miles.
Oh. And only one breakdown.
And only one minor breakdown.
So
very near home. So
you,
You're going great.
you're due on our way home then, really.
somebody did come up to me recently and say there's something wrong with this car.
Right.
They said there's not enough rust on it. they forgot to put the rust on. I mean, there is a little bit of rust on it, bubbling up, but it's not too bad.
If Norman were here, he'd say you were full of paper mache, that's why there's no rust. Thank you very much, Simon.
Take care.
Wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew.
I think green is the best colour car. Like this one. It's a nice colour green, but you can't see it. There. That one. But many people say that the grey is the best colour car, and a lot of people like the X-Power grey. What do you think to the X-Power grey?
To what?
X-Power grey, which is the same colour my car is X-Power
Oh, right,
grey.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
I'm not that much of a fan of it
Why?
because it's just a bit boring.
No, I like it.
It's a bit understated.
Of course.
I think
It's not just grey though, is it? There's something behind that. I keep saying
rust.
That's what it is.
There's rust behind it.
Of course it is.
It
yeah.
kind of lends itself to what I'm going to do to it.
Part of it's
visually.
rotted away already. See them like?
Oh yeah, there's holes in all over it, which you'll see earlier in the video. Oop. Yeah.
Colour as well.
Perhaps they weren't that long. Perhaps they've got longer as they've got older.
I think they're a bit missing in the middle of mine. They've cut them short.
I don't think estates were any bigger though, were they? It was just thing, just back. So yeah, lovely.
It might be because it's, you know, once you drive a car into somewhere like this, like driving this into a garage, it sort of grows as you
Oh
drive
yeah,
it.
yeah. Would that be Rio red? Would that be Rio red? Got a little MG midget. This is definitely a nice little car to have, especially the GTE versions, which you'd literally see none around. In fact, one of these we saw at the Motorist the other month that was white, and it had been totally stripped out inside. It were lowered on some nice roller wheels, I think they were. But yeah, they do make nice little light chuckable cars, those. I don't know what that is.
It's an A-Force Farina.
Is it Austin
Yeah,
A40?
had two of these. Had a Mark II, which is what this is. Although the plate contradicts it. And had a Mark I with a wrinkly grill.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Similar to it, yeah.
Look at them weird seat additions.
Yeah, well, they're not right, are they?
Let's not dwell on them. Weird. I believe this might be a Hillman Imp. I'm not entirely certain. Oh no, it's not an Imp. That's not an Imp, is it? He's not paying attention. I don't know what that is. It could be an Imp. I thought Imps were smaller than that. It's a Hillman anyway. I think we've seen that before as well. But this is nice. That's definitely something I would like to have. As I was saying before, make a little old-looking retro race car sort of thing out of it. Because that's the thing. There's a lot of these cars that are put back to standard, which is fine. It is keeping them as they were to start with. But there's also certainly a case to be made for getting old cars like this and making something else out of them, like little track cars. Obviously there's historic racing and such like, which they have like that, but just to do a little race car for the road out of one of those, that would be fine and dandy. I would like that.
Both back seats out and all the fresh air. Yeah, put your hand through and feel the road on it.
That's the race version, isn't it?
That's what?
Race version.
Oh, yeah, lightened.
Yeah. Rust is always a raced version.
Rust does the job, doesn't it?
Rust means race version.
Yeah, introduce rust to your car and lighten it.